really lovely thing you can do for yourself is to practice diaphragmatic breathing. So diaphragmatic breathing in this case, because there's different variations of breath work and diaphragmatic work. In this case, when I talk about diaphragmatic breathing, I'm talking about bringing the breath low so you feel your belly expanding. And what you're looking for is like a three-dimensional expansion. So it's not just your tummy rising, but it's that sensation of your ribs opening as well. And as you're laid on the floor, your back coming down towards the floor. If you struggle getting your breath out of your chest and down here, there's a really simple muscle activation point, which is to work up and down this bony sternum, so your breastbone, which runs between either set of ribs. So give that a good rub, and anywhere which feels tight, tender, hot, niggly, makes you pull funny faces like that, those are good places to be running. Now, if you're really struggling to drop your breath into your belly, there's a point 1 inch back from your hairline, and that's a diaphragmatic muscle activation point there. You can give it a really gentle little rub, or even better, as you're practicing the breath, just hold that your finger to that point, and that will do loads to help your breath drop in. So, I'm going to see if I can show you how it looks as you're diaphragmatically breathing. Now I'm going to keep my knees bent. I'm going to try and keep my arms out of the way. In fact, if I put one hand on my tummy, you'll be able to see. So instead of breathing up here, I'm going to try and keep my ribs as still as possible. Practicing diaphragmatic breathing laid down is brilliant because it takes all those structural muscles out of their role. So they're not trying to hold you up. It allows them to relax and for you to be able to focus more on the breath. Okay. So nice deep breath all the way down into your belly. You can be rubbing your sternum as well if that's going to help you bring your breath in. And there's that point on the top of your head. And you're working with the intention of filling up your belly like a barrel. So you're working with the intention of three-dimensional expansion. Placing one hand on your ribs can help keep them still. Placing one hand on your tummy with your fingers kind of tickling will help remind your brain that you're breathing down here. What you may find as you start to breathe diaphragmatically is that your digestion kicks in. You'll hear your tummy gurgle. So when you are in a situation of fight or flight, we forget to breathe, we're unable to breathe diaphragmatically. The amount of adrenaline which is coursing through our bodies asks us to bring our breath into a very shallow place because we just want to get out of the situation. We want to run from the saber-toothed tiger, or we want to fight. What we're not too worried about is our long-term health. We're just trying to focus on getting away from the situation. Unfortunately, we have so much stimuli in our modern lives that we never get into that place where we drop back into rested, relaxed breathing. We're constantly like running from the next thing. It's just everything. It's emails, it's traffic, it's school run, it's deadlines, it's all of that continuing life stress, and it stops us from ever really coming back down that concentration gradient of stress and into a relaxed place. So practicing diaphragmatic breathing is awesome for all of your system. It massages your internal organs as they're moving up and down with the breath. It's encouraging better lymphatic flow. It's oxygenating the muscles. It's taking crap and toxic stuff away from the muscles. It means that your kidneys function better. It keeps you away from adrenal fatigue as well and overwhelm. in all ways, just a little bit of breathing work, absolutely amazing for the whole system. So that's diaphragmatic breathing.